What wedding secret destroyed an entire family in just one unforgettable moment? After 15 years as a wedding planner, I honestly believed nothing could surprise me anymore. I'd seen brides throw champagne glasses, grooms faint before saying their vows, mothers-in-law arrive wearing white. Every wedding came with its own disaster. Then the Harrington-Pierce wedding happened. It's still the one event I'll never forget. The bride, Emily Harrington, came from old money. The groom, Devin Pierce, had built a fortune in tech. Their wedding was extravagant. $20,000 flowers, a reception at the Botanical Gardens, 300 elite guests. It was the biggest event of my career. 2 weeks before the ceremony, during our final venue walkthrough, Emily's mother, Helena, quietly pulled me aside. "I need one change to the seating chart," she whispered. "That wasn't unusual." Then she added, "My husband's mistress needs to sit at table 11. I thought I'd misheard her. "Excuse me," she sighed. "Richard's girlfriend, Tara, 25. They've been together for 3 years." I carefully asked, "Does Emily know?" "Absolutely not," Helena replied. She explained Richard was paying for the wedding, so Tara would be attending no matter what. Helena wanted her seated at table 11, away from the family. The next day, Richard called. "My wife mentioned Tara's seat." "Yes, sir. Table 11. "That won't work." Helena's sister would recognize Tara. Then he gave a different order. "Move her to table 4. My stomach dropped. Table 4 was reserved for immediate family. "Exactly," Richard replied. "I want her where I can see her." By the wedding morning, I knew disaster was coming. I asked my assistant to watch table 4 while I stayed with the bride, who knew nothing. The ceremony was flawless. Emily looked beautiful. Devin fought back tears. Everything seemed perfect. Then cocktail hour began. I spotted Tara immediately. She wore an emerald green dress that drew every eye. Richard couldn't stop looking toward her. Helena kept drinking champagne. Then my assistant texted me, "Mistress is sitting at table 4. I rushed across the ballroom. Too late. Tara had already taken the seat directly across from Emily. The bride smiled politely. "I'm sorry. Have we met? Are you with Devin's family?" Before Tara answered, Helena stepped in. "She's from your father's side," she said. "Very much from your father's side." Richard froze. Devin looked completely confused. Then Tara calmly reached out her hand. "I'm Tara. I'm your half-sister." Everything around that table went silent. Emily stared at her. "My, what?" Richard stood. Tara stopped. She shook her head. "You've promised to tell her for 3 years." A family wedding seemed like the perfect time. Helena laughed. Not because it was funny, because she had completely broken. "Family?" she said. "That's rich, considering you've been sleeping with my husband since you were 22. Emily slowly looked at her father. "Dad, is any of this true?" Before he could answer, Devin's mother announced it was time for the father-daughter dance. Guests expected a touching moment. Instead, Emily picked up her champagne glass and walked to her father. She poured it over his head, then calmly said, "Dance with that." She turned to Devin. "Our honeymoon starts now." They walked out together, leaving 300 stunned guests behind. Later, I learned they flew to Bali on Devin's private jet, sent the reception bill to Emily's parents, and refused to speak to either of them for 2 years. After planning hundreds of weddings, I learned one unforgettable lesson. Family secrets should never be seated at table 4.